Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I haven't done a favourites on this channel in months. I just got sick of doing them on a monthly basis and decided I would decrease the frequency of favourite videos and just do them maybe like on a more of a seasonal basis kind of thing. So I'm just going to show you what I've been enjoying lately. It'll be a mixture of beauty and non-beauty. The first and most obvious thing would be, well, not obvious that it's my favourite, but obvious that it's different, is my hair, and I love it. So obviously I chopped off a load of my hair. It went from just below my boobs there up to where it is now, and I love it. I'd even be tempted to go a bit shorter, but I'm going to leave it at this for a while. It's just, I was complaining recently, and you probably would have seen that in recent videos, about my hair going really just flat and lank and thin and a bit crap. This was partly to do with a medication that I was on that made me lose hair, and just my hair being very fine and thin anyhow. It doesn't do well the longer it gets, and I'm not great at putting a lot of time into my hair and like really working on body. So historically I've kind of always gone this kind of length or even a bit shorter, because it just means I can have a lot more fullness and volume in my hair. So hopefully you can see it. This black background won't be the best for it, but you'll see it more in videos. I actually want to get a lighter background actually for back there, but yeah, that's my first favourites, because obviously like first I got the fringe back in and I really enjoyed that, but then every time I was looking at old photos of myself with a shorter like bob and my fringe, I was like, oh, I really miss that. So I decided to just bite the bullet and get rid of the hair, and I love it. And I'm really crap, like I said, at spending much time on my hair, but anytime I've had shorter hair I always put more effort into it, because A, it's a little bit easier when your hair is shorter, and B, you kind of have to when your hair is shorter. When your hair is long, it can kind of look nice enough as long as it's clean and that by itself, but with shorter hair I feel like you don't want it flat and short, so you do want to put a little bit more effort into it. Anyhow, that's it. The colour is just my own. There was a semi in it before, but it's pretty much gone now, and there's no bleached bits left in my hair, which is great. So it's totally healthy hair. So it's the first time I can remember in a long time that I've had absolutely 100% healthy hair, because usually there'd be some remnants of bleach or something in it, and there's not, which is great. Okay, my next favourite is this scarf, which I got in Pennies, which is Primark, and it's one of these massive like huge scarves that would cover a full door. But yeah, it's one of these ones with tassels on the end. So there's a tassel on every single corner, and it just has kind of like a vintage design. I'm obsessed with scarves. I wear them all the time. Like I'm always wearing them in the house, around the house, outside. I just love them, and I love this just left loose like that with these bits hanging off the end, and there you go. So I'm going to be a bit more excited about wearing scarves now that my hair is shorter, because when my hair was long, it just knotted up. It kept, oh yeah, that's another reason my longer hair was annoying me. It kept getting really knotty, and it was really annoying. Like just to the point where it was like a big dreadlock at the back, and oh, I had to just really go at it a couple of times a day to get rid of like the bird's nest. So I'm glad that that's gone. But yeah, loving this scarf. I think it was about €7 or €8 from Pennies, and they have loads in there at the moment. And scarves are the kind of things I don't mind buying the really cheap ones of, because they are kind of more throwaway, and they are easy to lose, so I don't want to spend anything, or I don't want to spend too much money on it. But really loving that. Then my next favourite is it's this pair of sunglasses basically from River Island, and I find it really hard to get a really nice pair of sunglasses that I think suits my face. I have quite a small face, and a lot of sunglasses tend to be too wide, and I don't really like the ones that totally cover my eyebrows, and these ones seem to just be a really perfect fit for my eyebrows and stuff, and they sit really nice down on my nose. I have a slightly crooked nose, which can affect a lot of glasses sometimes. It just makes them sit funny, but these ones are absolutely perfect. I think they were like €13, maybe a little bit more. I don't think they were up to the €20 mark. And they have River Island written here. It's tortoise shell there along the top. Obviously they're a little bit Ray-Ban-y looking, and again, I don't like to spend too much on sunglasses, because I do lose them and sit on them a lot. I did get a pair of Fiorelli sunglasses from TK Maxx, and then I don't know, for some reason I tried them on, I liked them in store, and as soon as I got home I was like, oh, they're rotten. but those were like 25 quid, so they weren't too expensive. I gave them to my mum, and then I found these like pretty much that day, and I fell in love with them. I got these in the River Island up in Liffey Valley in Dublin, so I'm not sure if they're in Galway, but if they are, I'd nearly get a backup pair because I think they're like my favourite sunglasses that I've ever owned. And I do wear sunglasses pretty much every day outside of the house because I drive a lot, and I don't want to be squinting because you don't want the wrinkles. Although my poor eyes, something else I've been complaining about recently, they're really dry at the moment. I suppose it's like contact dermatitis. I think it's the shampoo that I'm using at the moment because it has peppermint oil in it to stimulate growth. So I'd say that's probably what's doing it, but they're really dry and flaky underneath my eyes and up here, which is why I'm not doing any makeup tutorials this week because you don't need to be seeing that. Okay, so let's move on to first my favourite music recently. I bought the album. I buy all my music. I don't do the illegal download thing. Which means I don't buy a lot. I might just buy an album maybe every month or two. I don't buy loads or get loads. But I'm rambling loads. I got the Milky Chance album, Sad Necessary. So I can't play it for you, but that's the cover if anyone is interested in seeing it. Really, really like it. I heard a couple of their songs on the radio, Stolen Dance and Down by the River, and there was something else, maybe it was an Indigo. I don't know, there was a couple of them that was on the radio, and I'm mad for Shazamming. That's where I usually find all my music, so I Shazammed those and fell in love with them, and then I was like, okay, I definitely want to get this album, and I've been loving it. And it's like one of those albums that it's quite a little bit alternative in that, but it's not too alternative that I can't play it when I'm working on a client, which is good. So really, really loving that album lately. Definitely one of my newest favourite albums. And then when it comes to TV and that, I have been loving The Good Wife. It took me a long time to get on that bandwagon. I watched all of the 6 seasons that are on Netflix, and like it took over my life. I watched them all in like a month or so, maybe a little bit longer, but I watched them like maybe about 3 or 4 episodes a day. It was ridiculous. And now I'm watching the current season that's on now, and really, really loving that. So yeah, sometimes I like to do that, just like put off watching some kind of series for a long time, because loads of people always told me to watch it and I was like, no, I'm not bothered, and then just watch it all in one go. And then I'm so happy that The Walking Dead is back. I love that series. I know loads of people are kind of sick of it now, but I love it. I've kind of lost my love for Rick a lot though in the last couple of seasons, although I'm liking the look of this new Jesus guy in the current season, so it's nice having him in there. So those are my like non-beauty favourites. I'll use my nails as a segue into the makeup and beauty stuff. So I did already a video on my like first experience with gel nails. This is my 3rd go of them. So I wanted a turquoise colour. Now this is a little bit different to the colour that I had actually kind of picked out. I'd say this is all she had in stock. It's a little bit brighter. The one I wanted was a bit more muted, a little bit more vintage turquoise, but it's still lovely. And I've gotten used to the length. So that is actually my own nail, like the length. I never use tips. She always builds them on over paper anyhow, but those are that's my real length, if you know what I mean. And I went with the glitter accent there on my ring finger rather than all over, because my last gel nails were glitter all over. They were purple and I did love them. So I love the glitter, but I love this colour as well because that's one of my favourite colours ever. I love turquoise and teal, but I really, really love that. So definitely loving those now that I've gotten used to them. So I can type with them now and I can do makeup no bother, so that's brilliant. Then when it comes to makeup, I am having a moment with Laura Mercier at the moment. Really, really enjoying some of their products, and I was picking bits up for my kit. Love them so much that they're just living on my own table because they're so pretty. So one of the bits that I got was this, and I've spoken about it already and shown it in videos. It is the Highlight #1 by Laura Mercier. It is the Matte Radiance Baked Powder. Such a beautiful highlight. Now that's not what I've on today, but I'll just show you. It has just a really perfect mix of like beige and pink and gold. Like it's not too strong in any tone. It's just that lovely neutral highlight, and it's so beautiful. We showed this in the haul I did with my friend Anya actually last month or a few weeks ago, and you can see that in her video. So it's about €36 and it is pricey, but these last forever. Like honestly, these last so long. They're, you know, it's a little mound, so there is a lot of product in there because you don't need much product when you're highlighting. Really loving that. And then another Laura Mercier product I got, which again I've been really loving, it is the Universal powder. So I got this as a backup to my, not a backup, but I wanted to get my NARS translucent powder, which I love. This has been an old favourites, and they were out of this when I went up to Dublin because you can't get NARS in Galway, and the Laura Mercier counter was right beside the NARS counter when I was up there, and I saw this and I figured it actually looked quite similar to the NARS one, and I liked how it's washed and all that, so I brought it home, tried it on myself, and love it. It just is, you know, it doesn't leave texture on the skin or anything like that. I just want something that will set my face, mattify without drying it out or making it look too powdery or anything like that, and this is perfect. So again, about €36 I think, yeah, and really love it. It's such a great powder and you can use it on any skin tone. And still staying with Laura Mercier, it's another one of their powders, so I'm just obsessed with their powders. It is the loose setting powder, the translucent one. So this has like pretty cult status, I think, on YouTube and on the internet in general, especially among makeup artists. I've seen Lisa Eldridge go on about it, Tara O'Farrell here in Galway, or in Ireland, I mean, in Dublin, and loads of other makeup artists just go on and on about this. I think Nikki Tutorials has as well. So give it a go, and I love it. Such a lovely powder. It gives a lovely radiance to the skin. It mattifies when you need to mattify it, and it's again imperceptible on the skin, which is what you want. So I've been using this recently on my brides and all that. A foundation now, because I always find you have to include a foundation in every favourites. The Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum is a renewed favourite of mine. So this has been a long time favourite of mine. Stopped using it for a long time because I was using my number 7 Airbrush Away foundation, which I've just been obsessed with recently. And I started using this a couple of weeks ago and just loving it. You know, you just forget how beautiful something is on because you're just kind of distracted with other products, and this is just such a superior inexpensive foundation. Like inexpensive, you're talking 16, 17 euro I think, but it is such a beautiful foundation. Definitely a dupe for the discontinued Chanel Pro Lumiere foundation, which was gorgeous, and if you were in love with that and miss it or wish that it was back, this is the foundation for you. Such a lovely foundation. It gives a radiance, it's long lasting, it gives good coverage. It's what I'm wearing today, so I just love that foundation. Another highlighter, I'm mad for my powders recently. I really started going a bit overboard with powders in the last few months, especially with the winter months, and I had very bad acne on my face. Again, I spoke about this in a recent video, in the video about my hard time with the pill. So I wasn't wearing blusher as much because I just didn't want to wipe off the concealer or draw attention to my cheek or, you know, the areas where there was acne. So what I was doing was really highlighting up above my cheeks to try and draw the eye up there. And this highlighter by Catrice is Light Infusion number 10. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Now this is a fraction of the price of the Laura Mercier one. It's a little bit more of a stark, like light whitey pink colour, but it's beautiful, and I can absolutely say I don't love the Laura Mercier one more than this. They're both on par. Just stunning highlight, and absolutely love it. Like really taken by it, and that was only about 6 or 7 euro. Then going on to the last couple of products, I did a full video on these. These are the mini Power Puffs by W7. They are mini beauty blenders, or it's like a dupe for the mini beauty blender. So I started a new series called Dupe of the Month there, and this was the first one, so watch that if you're interested in these. I love it. They're just such great little products. 350, 360 for the pack of 2 of them, and just such a lovely applicator for the eye area, particularly for, ooh, I just poked myself in the eye, but particularly for me, because I'm so flaky there at the moment, using a brush will often just raise the flakes, and that really helps to counteract that side effect of having flaky eyes, which is a nuisance, such a nuisance, because it just shows up all these lines and stuff which are horrible. But anyhow, there you go. Let's see, what are the last couple of bits? Oh yeah, a couple of skincare things then. We have the Olay 7 Total Effects 7-in-1. Let's try that again. The Olay Total Effects 7-in-1 Featherweight Moisturiser. I got this recently at an event, a P&G event, and this is a radiance boosting moisturiser. It has an SPF of 15, which is good, but I just love the overall illumination it gives to the skin, and it's so light. It really is feather light. Really lovely for under foundation as well because it soaks in. This has been my kind of favourite, kind of staying at home, not going out in the sun kind of moisturiser, because I would use an SPF 30 otherwise when I'm leaving the house. And then these guys I have been trying out for the last month, and they are the Body Shop Drops of Youth range, or it's from that range, and it is the Youth Concentrate, which is the serum, and the Youth Cream, which is just a face cream, and I use these at night time, and I have to say they really are gorgeous on the skin. Your skin just feels so plump and soft and everything you want it to feel. Yeah, pretty much. When you wake up in the morning, your skin is just like gorgeous, and you want to wake up with good skin. Now, I'm not taking into account the acne. It has no effect on my acne, so when my acne was bad, it was bad. But the rest of my face that wasn't affected by acne just was in such good condition. Like the lines seemed a little bit more plumped out, the skin had a lovely texture to it. Again, my acne area, not so much, but everywhere else, really nice. And I love the smell of these, the feel of these. This is a really interesting serum. It's quite milky, and yeah, I don't know. It's a nice. It's just a nice texture. It's not too fluid. It's not too gloopy or anything like that. Once you put it onto the skin, it really does just like melt in. I don't know. Expensive enough, I think, when I went and had a look, because those were sent to me for free. But like, they're not the cheapest in the world, but they seem to be based on good science and do good things to the skin. So I think they're worth trying out. And then the last favourite really recently, when it comes to makeup for me, was I've been really enjoying matte on the eyes again. So I go through phases of maybe just having a little bit of shimmer on the main lid and very little everywhere else. But recently, like in the last maybe 2 or 3 weeks, I've been loving just all matte eyes, which is what I've on today. And in my last makeup tutorial, which was a bridal tutorial, that was all matte as well. This is and I'm going to be doing another video which will go up on Friday. You'll see it's like my brand focus on the balm, but I got this recently. It is the Meet Matte Nude palette from the balm, and it is an all matte eyeshadow palette. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm wearing this today. It is about €52, so it's not the cheapest in the world, but the texture and the formula of these is gorgeous. So smooth, so blendable, really good colour payoff, just gorgeous matte eyeshadows. And I love that it's like an equal mix of warm and cool. I have this as my highlight, which is Matte Malloy. I have Matte Sing on my lid. I have Matte Lombardi to blow it out, and Matte Garcia then in my outer corner, and I love it. It's just seamless, like really such a great bunch of eyeshadows, great bunch of lads. Yeah, so all the mattes there, and really loving that. Really enjoying the rest of the balm stuff I got. Like, I'm wearing the Mary Luminizer highlight today, which the Mary Luminizer, which is that iconic one. But today's my first day wearing it, so I'm reluctant to ever add anything that I'm not that used to into favourites, but I have been kind of trying this out since I got it, so really loving that. I'm going to leave my favourites at that because it's more than long enough, and I will see you all on Friday for my next video, which, as I said, will be a brand kind of focus on the balm. So basically it's just showing all the bits that I got from the balm and kind of giving my first impressions on them, or just my thoughts in general on the products. So keep an eye out for that, and I'll just talk to you then. So long, guys.